Howdy there, everybody. I'm here to tell you some stuff about a guitar. I'm going to teach you 3 chords right now, all right, boys and girls. There are 6 strings on a normal guitar, right? Top one, the big fat one, is called E. We're going to call that one E, because that's what it's called. Next string is A. All right, anyways, I'm not going to say the names and play them all. So one easy saying to remember all of these: E-A-D-G-B-E, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So if you can remember Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie, you've got the strings memorized. Pretty dang simple, right? So I'm going to start you off with one of the most basic chords there are, okay? It is called E minor. I want you to take your 2 fingers here. That's all you're going to need for this chord and the next chord and the next chord. Actually, on the 3rd chord, we're going to be using these 2 fingers. Okay. All right. If you saw my video before, my lift and release, press and release technique will help you get your fingers to memorize where to go. So again, take your first 2 fingers. This first fret, don't go to that fret, go to the next one up, and then go 1 string down. So we're going to be on that 2nd string down. It's known as actually string 5. So put your first fingertip, 2nd fret, string 5. Take your 2nd fingertip, this one, and stick it on the string below it, right? Not the top, not the 2nd, but the 3rd, okay? And just the fingertips. Now when you first start playing, it might sound a lot like that. Work on it, don't give up. Make it sound like this. And I remember when I first started playing, I needed to strum very slowly to get the feel of it, because if you don't get the feel of the guitar down, it sucks. I use a 1mm pick. This is a Dava pick. I ordered them from the internet. Maybe beginners start with a lighter pick because it's a little easier to stay in your hand until you learn control over that pick. But this is an E minor chord. Again, 2 fingers, not the top string, but the next 2 down on the 2nd fret. I want you to start doing this. All right. Once yours sound like that, and your fingers start to develop these little lines in them, you're going to get you some calluses. And those calluses are going to allow you to keep playing almost infinitely. All right? That chord is used all of the time in many, many songs. What I want you to do now, we're going to do an A sus chord. We're going to actually take each finger here and move them each down 1 string to where there's 2 open strings up top and 2 open strings below them. I don't know if you can see that. While the 2 middle strings are being pressed down on the 2nd fret. That's a variation of an A chord. To get the full A, you would also have to take your ring finger and throw it down on that 2nd fret on the next string down, so the 2nd one from the bottom. So here's the chord that I just taught you. And here's the A chord if I were to add the other finger down there. And I don't know if you can see this, but my thumb is barely touching that top string to mute it, because that note is not part of the A chord. But that'll all come with practice, okay? That A, complete A, with that third finger down, kind of brightens it up, right? So here's the one without, it's, you know, A sus chord, the A suspended chord. A lot of rock players do it like this. They'll just push down. Don't worry about that quite yet. I mean, you can practice it if you want. Just see if you can. I'm really only hitting 2 strings. Well, it's neither here nor there. All right. So let's go. 4 strums on the E minor, 4 strums on the A sus chord. So. Now, if you can switch back and forth like I was doing right there, your confidence should be building. This whole thing, this whole guitar, this instrument, you need confidence. You don't need to be shy. Do not be shy. Now, let's move these fingers down one more to where there's 1 string open, holding no frets on the bottom. This one, way at the bottom, it's open. That's definitely a chord, but what I want you to do is lift your middle finger off of the fretboard to where only now you have 1, 2, 3 strings from the bottom, 2nd fret. Take that ring finger, I want you to place it on the 3rd fret below that, right? So the 2nd string up, your ring finger, and the 3rd string up, your index finger. And that is part of a D chord right there. Not bad. Okay, practice that. Have this the way. Now you might be tempted to do this, right? From everything you've just learned, you might be tempted to use these 2 fingers. It's a bit uncomfortable. I want you to take that ring finger and place it back on that 2nd string from the bottom, 3rd fret. Okay? You see how my fingers are placed? My middle finger's not touching anything. Okay. Let's go ahead and complete the D chord. Take that middle finger and stick it on the 2nd fret on the very bottom string, that high string. That is a D chord. Okay, let's strum 4 E minors, 4 A sus, and 4 of these D's right here. Okay, you don't have to use your middle finger on the bottom string. Just focus on using 2 fingers. All right, 4. Here we go. Back to the A, E minor, A, D. Now your job is to practice that, all right? Let your fingers get those indentions in them. Can you see that? Let those fingers hurt. Don't let them bleed. Don't let your fingers bleed. If it's getting to the point where you feel like your skin is about to break, put it down, come back. Do this for like 15 minutes at a time, 5 minutes at a time, whatever your limit is at first, because your fingers have to get used to all of this to where you can bend some strings later, okay? So that's it for this video. Let me know how well you're doing on switching from the E to the A to the D. It's not really their chord names, but basically it's close to what they really are. Thank you for viewing. I hope that you get some use out of this, and I'll be making some more. Some theory videos, how to tune your guitar. But for now, remember, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. And go download you a free tuner app. The one I use is, I think it's INS Tuner. I think that's what it is. And it's a really good tuning app. It's free. Yeah, take advantage of that free app right there. So, see y'all later. Peace out. Tell your friends. Hit the like button.